Welcome, 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 friends. It has been a long 2 weeks. We are drawing to the fantastic conclusion of this chapter of the campaign. This is a campaign that I started running this leg of about a year ago, that we actually started overall a couple of years ago during the pandemic. And it was my first foray into DMing. We play a homebrew game that is mostly Pathfinder First Edition with some 5e and even 3.5e mechanics kind of sprinkled in on top, just because it's an imagination game, so we might as well play what's fun. The players are. This is a big campaign. There's 7 players. They're at the climax of this chapter where they've been looking for this relic they believe to be protected by, this dragon who they are now come face to face with for the very first time after a series of crazy experiences, including and not limited to sieging a gatehouse, exploding hellhounds, delving through a crypt of undead, wading through those same undead in the city that surround all of them. And here we are in this chamber, this lair, and I will let my players take it over from there. This is a couple pieces of housekeeping. This is not a made-for-stream game. You're just going to see my face, hear my voice, and hear the voices of all 7 of the players. Excuse me, 6. We have one player who's out this week, and so we're going to have one voice will be playing 2 characters. Uh, this is a home game that we've switched over to stream, and they're nice enough to allow me to stream it. So no offense is ever intended, and hopefully that is taken. And with that, let's get to it.
From him, or one
All
of us
right.
recognize that he
Hold on. I
go
guess
oh,
let's. Yeah, I'll
Well,
yeah, we'll
who
jump
wants
in.
to
Who's
who wants to do
recapping?
the recap?
I'll recap it. I'll
All right,
recap it.
let's go.
I All right. So essentially, where we left off, we were still in like I think we were starting to get towards the inner city, and that's when we found that sinkhole. We went over to the sinkhole. That's when Reed sent in little guy. Little guy brought up like food and like drink or something along those lines. Does anybody else remember like what he actually brought up?
Yeah, he was a seller. It was like a house's seller. So it was
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was wine or something along those lines.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't.
yeah. It was wine, and him, little guy, and Kaipa were fighting over it.
Oh, there you go. And then I went off, and I think like Sigbert and Aaron's character. What was your character's name again? I forgot.
Galfast.
Galfast.
yeah.
I
Fast.
got it. I 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 got it before
Let
you
let
guys.
him sweat. Let him
Let
I
sweat.
know.
him
I got it before you guys.
sweat.
Galfast went along, and then we found like the highest point, which was like a church-ish area, and Galfast nimbly climbed his way up by throwing up his, grappling, item and climbing up. Wilb, I just sent Wilb off to the top of the tower. When he got to the top, when he got or was flying, he saw that the tower was surrounded by the undead, like it was like called to the tower. He then landed on top and looked in, and when he looked in, there was like this big blue, glowing like woo woo like that, but it was obscured. There was like some sort of like looking through like cloudy glass.
Yeah, like fogged glass. Yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
yeah, and then that's when they noticed like the dead was starting to stack on top of each other. Um, Almost like divine intervention happened. Reed remembered that he has a protection from evil spell. Um, some would say Ka. Anyway, uh, and he then used that to adorn the party for a certain amount of time. I
It
can't
was
remember the
a
amount of time.
minute long each.
And so right as we got to the pack of the undead, he, enchanted us with the spell. The dead flung off of us as they tried to attack us, and we sprinted our way towards the door, opened it, and closed it, and killed off the zombies that spilled through as we were closing the door. We then entered, dusted ourselves off, you know, patted each other on the back. Maybe a kiss or two was given, and decided that the room that we were about to enter is probably, you know, of some importance. And we started, Atesk, who did you buff and what
Egbert,
spell?
Kythar, and Reed with Mage Armor.
And Simone did the same for Wilb, and he also gave Wilb haste.
Right.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, I told everybody to be ready to at least touch me before we got. Yeah, my
Heyo.
booty's pretty thick. My booty's pretty thick, so you can squeeze it all the way, even if you're back there. Touch the booty for protection from evil.
And Joe, I just messaged you, but don't forget I gave you my level 1 Pearls of Power, so you get 1 extra level 1 spell.
Right. Which is I'm doing the protection from evil.
We then walked in to a circular room with a bunch of pillars and a fortune on the ground.
Yep.
With like an archway with like a bluish fog, I guess, right, coming out of it.
Yeah,
And
it's
he was
yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
and Saltwing sitting on top of the archway, and he goes, I believe it's welcome or good evening or something along those lines. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
And also, there was some more information on dragons before we wanted to go, right, Joe? Or who was talking about it?
That was me.
Yeah.
I just read something crazy. The dragons. One of us had noticed that the dragon was blue, and that I believe David mentioned it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody that we remember. One of us remember that blue dragons are usually electric or something like that. I don't remember who that was, or if that was even what I remembered. I may be misremembering.
I take notes for me, not for you guys.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I have notes.
Oh my god.
We did see a crackle of electricity,
Yeah, that's right. That's what it was.
and that may have triggered the thought.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw electricity, a crackled electricity, and went, I wonder if he's electric.
This is a water dragon.
All right.
I need a rock Pokemon now.
All right. Everybody's just kicking me while I'm down. Pouring salt in the wound.
Geodude, go.
Yes, the dragon, the Saltwing, does crackle with electric energy, and not just coming out of his throat,
There you go.
as the breath weapon is, but he almost looks like one of those globes with the little blue light, and you touch him and they all go together. He's just got like strands of electricity just arcing between his wing and his elbow, and from his foot to his knee, and it's just he's literally crackling with electric energy. Um, he's also, as you guys mentioned, perched atop this arch, and I will get into more descripting factors of the room. But first, I want you guys to describe yourselves for what very possibly could be the last time for one of you. So, so make it good. Who are you guys in Discord order? Aaron, you're up.
Oh shit, that's me.
That's you.
Because you're streaming.
I have to get to my notes.
Oh, unprepared.
I know, I'm first.
Wow. Then the
Excuse me, it's my okay. Thank you. I play the 152-year-old dwarf Galfast.
I hate
He
you.
spends most of his time up on his horse Desperado. He gets paid to range the land. He makes maps as he goes as a pastime and for some extra money. Looking at him, he has a big, wide-brimmed leather hat. It's sun damaged. He looks his skin has been darkened. On his back, he has a big wooden bow that's almost as big as he is. Carries a steel dagger. doesn't look like it's gotten much use. Usually he spends most of his time solitary. He's usually alone in the wilderness. He has become a seasoned cartographer over the years, but more recently, while working for Lord Estebar, he was sent south to restock this group, and he's decided to stick with them ever since to keep making maps. But he didn't sign up to kill a dragon, so
Oh,
Oops.
Don't have a lot of choice now.
you may be asking me how I found my way here.
And remind me,
Freeze fame.
what class is Galfast?
He's a level 7 ranger with 1 level in rogue.
Ooh, he's a sneaky ranger.
I didn't know that.
Well, we haven't snuck up on anything, so you wouldn't know.
But you did.
That's
You
not
did bring
true.
a burglar with you. So, all right, Tyler, you're up, bud.
That's
Yeah, my name is Tyler. I play Atask. He is a elf sorcerer from the College of Arcane Arts, where he was raised to learn magic. His specialty is arcane magic. He kind of got fed up with the happenings at the college and decided that he wanted to use his magic in a more practical sense rather than an academic sense. So he left or escaped or, you know, um, might be a person of interest for the college at this point. He met up with this motley crew in Irrigan, where he's been on these adventures. Atesk is he's a like younger elf. Stands about like 5 feet 8 inches tall. Has generally like simple gear except for his dope ass cloak and his cool crown. Yeah, and just the obligatory, his favorite spell is Magic Missile. So there you go.
All right, love it. Anthony, you're up, bud.
I'm Anthony. I play Simone. He is a level 7 elf summoner. He is from a merchant family who's used to traveling all across, this great land. Uh, and until one day, he was, oh god, until one day his wagon was attacked and he had to flee. He fled, into the land that he was in, where he came upon this temple, and that's where he found, he had this power within him, which was Wilb, his eidolon, who is taken many forms over the years, but recently he is now a sassy cat who has wings, and he's like a purple tiger, except he also has a second head, who is named Bill, and he is a snake, and he is very straightforward, very dull, very almost like energy vampire esque. He will talk your ear off about the most mundane things until you fall asleep. And Simone himself, who is a cholo elf, calls everyone a puto. Is very, just honestly, has been trying to keep everybody alive up to this point. Uh, you know, and takes that very seriously. And I think he's going to try to do the same here. But he also has it in his head that, this is something, this may be the point where he can't do that. But he's going to keep trying. And that's Simone.
Cool. Joe.
Allow me a moment to try and remember the mage armor voice of Reed. Hi, I'm Reed. I'm a thick booty boy. I'm not going to keep up that voice for the whole recap, or for me. I'm Reed. I'm a thick booty boy stuffed into some chainmail armor. Quite literally stuffed right now with mage armor on me. You can see like my chainmail just kind of like bulging at the seams, ready to burst, especially in the glutes area. Reed Reed was originally sent to do some mission work for the Temple of Iomade, believed to have a special purpose from Iomade. And as he's gotten to do his mission work, he started off as a very young, naive boy who thought he could do anything because he was trained to do it. Uh, lately, he's had to confront his own mortality and has kind of been put in his place by the people that he now calls friends. Um, he had the misfortune of watching one of those friends die right in front of his face. And since then, he has been trying his best to keep what remains alive. That's Reed.
Great, love it.
Nice.
Then we're going to roll along to Stover, who's playing two characters tonight. Any order you like, Stover.
I'm Stover. I'm playing Arthur Struba. He's a level 7 human gunslinger. He has a background in experimental firearms and magical powders and the like. And he's after what happened to his family. Um, both his parents died, and then soon after, his wife passed away due to suspicious circumstances. So he's on a mission, and he's trying to figure out what he can. But in the meantime, he's with this crew, and perhaps he may find out what happened after all. I'm also playing Sigbert. Sigbert's a level 7 human fighter. He's been in the military before as a soldier, and now he's a freelance mercenary. Um, and he ran into this motley crew, and now he's on it with their adventures.
And last but not least, lovely Soto, talking about lovely Kythar.
Yeah, so do I play Kythar, who's a level 7 barbarian. He's your rough and grumble idiot, loving idiot, lovable idiot, who just likes to fuck shit up. And he's on a rampage still, trying to kill any orc that he thinks that he saw destroyed his village. Which he's the only survivor. This dragon is definitely not an orc, but he's still gonna try to kill it.
Okay. Then, oh my god, I'm so fucking excited. I literally have butterflies, guys. Then that is our crew. You seven have been adventuring together for, well, most of you. Galfast being the newest addition, but even he has a week under his belt with you guys, while the rest of you have been venturing together for over a month now. Um, you've seen many crazy things. You've been through quite a bit and survived lake monsters and a horde of orcs and giants, an absolute army of undead, and all of that difficulty and all those challenges have led you guys to this place, a temple or shrine like building at the top of a large hilltop in the middle of the ruined city of Isulde, which you guys have done extensive research on in the local lord's library. You have reason to believe that the dragon that resides here's name is Amazru the Saltwing. You know, based on journals that you've read of some of the orcs that you've bested, that he has been affiliated with them, worshipped by these orcs. You have spoken with, you guys missed in your recap. You have one more little member with you, uh, a strange creature that you pulled out of the crypts underground in this city,
I purposely left it out.
who does not seem to know or understand much, but has been able to give you some odd details about what he's seen and some of the magic that's at play here, which is something that is palpable. It makes the air thick. Those of you who are capable of casting magic, as soon as you cross the threshold into this place, you can feel it resonating much in the same way that you felt magic resonating in Cade's tower when you were there. When you're in the presence of a mighty, of a very strong, powerful being that has made a place its home, there is an added layer of magic there, and that's just palpable for all of you. But not all of you are focused on that. Some of you are much more focused on, take your pick, the mountain of treasure that lies in this building, the giant dragon perched atop the equally strange archway, which has a it's obvious to the magic users that this is a portal of some kind, and it glows in the same tones and colors that the temple doors do. As you guys have been watching this place, when you know on your watches, camping through the night, and seeing this light pulsating, you can see that this portal's light is the same shade as that. Um, Perched atop it is this huge, dark blue dragon crackling with electrical energy, literally sparking off of his body. Huge horns, which act as like a ballast, and there's electricity sparking between them as well. He looks up at you folks, and he welcomes you to his lair and says, "Let us begin." And as you guys make your way into this space, don't feel like you need to leave your figures clumped up. If you want to maneuver them around as you're not yet in combat with this creature, he seems more interested in speaking than anything else at the moment. And I will no, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to cast 2 spells myself,
Okay.
non-combat, while I'm going. I want to give myself my speed spell and then cast gravity bow, and then I'll move.
Okay. Sounds great. And anybody else want to do anything while they're moving around here? Okay.
Joe, you're
I
muted.
will.
Joe, you're muted. Sorry.
Tyler, I'm gonna try and stick with you as much as I can because I have. I think I might have a trick up my sleeve here.
All right. A task will.
Stay behind me, but tell me where you want to go.
All right, let's go over to this pillar. I want to summon an earth elemental really quick.
Joe blessed everyone's weapons, by the way.
What does that do?
That basically makes your weapons magical now. So if for the purpose of DR, so magic weapons versus magic armor, if there's
Right.
It ignores
Some sort of
1
damage.
point of evil.
Yeah.
DR is what it says.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Reed, what are you gonna? That shield seems pretty helpful right now.
That's why you're staying behind me.
Okay, I'll remember that. I'll remember that. But after this, let me know. I'll follow your lead. Just gonna try and summon this earth elemental really quick, and then I'm gonna summon a small earth elemental.
Okay.
I'm gonna be 5 feet in front of him, diagonally to the right.
Yeah, I'll just stand like right here.
Yep, there it is.
I'd like to talk to him, but I want everyone to do what they want to do.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting too, because he's starting to talk, and I'm just letting you guys kind of do this movement underneath because we're not all in the same room and we have to talk one at a time.
Yep.
It seems like he's not impressed anyway.
I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm gonna move up to this pillar. Is that too far, or?
I mean, I'll stop you if you just put yourself ideally where you'd like to be, and if that's not possible, I'll let you know why and how.
Right there. He can't see me if I can't see him.
Arthur's character to this pillar.
Okay, Caboose.
Learn from the best.
Uh-huh.
Use
We're not in combat, but would now be a good time to smite evil? It's a swift action anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can do kind of whatever you want, and we can retcon a little bit of it, because you guys had a test had started this process outside the door before you came into this chamber, so there's no reason you guys couldn't have just all done that as a singular, process, and then walk through the door just narratively,
I've got 2 things I want to try and do then, if you'll allow it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it's just stuff you do on your own.
Smite evil, and then I'm gonna give my my shield, or not my shield, my sword, the axiomatic weapon bonus.
And smite evil is not a spell. It's a spell, it's a class ability.
It's that's correct, because it's not in my spell. It's not in my list of spell.
I'm just confirming.
Is it offensive?
That's why I'm asking if David will allow it.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
I
if
think he was
it's
going to talk.
it doesn't super matter, but
Right.
Simone
you
wanted
And
to have a conversation with it.
okay. So I'm going to do those two things.
and then I'm sorry, you were doing something else to your own weapon.
I'm giving my weapon the axiomatic weapon bonus. So it says it's infused with lawful power. It makes the weapon law aligned and thus bypasses the corresponding damage reduction. It deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against chaotic creatures.
Okay,
And it bestows one permanent negative level on any chaotic creature attempting to. Oh, that's he's not going to try and hold my sword.
got it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Y'all take it.
So it ignores damage reduction and then deals an extra 2d6 if it's chaotic.
And if and when you hit him, I'll let you know if that applies.
Yep.
All right, Simone, you've walked in. Your party has immediately scattered to take a combination of offensive and defensive positions, all behind pillars. This
I'm
creature.
pretty proud I'm
Your,
like, oh,
your chest swells a little bit with pride
Yep.
as you see them all acting in their own best interest. Your goal being to keep them
like
alive. At least they appear to also be interested in staying alive.
exactly. My initial thought process is like these putos would have walked in single file before. Now they're actually taking cover.
Hey, why don't you let Bill talk to this guy?
And this
So
this
I'm gonna.
creature does not appear to move or flinch or react very much to you guys walking through here. He just kind of patiently seems to watch and wait over you guys.
What's the size category of the creature?
That's a great question. Huge.
Should
Because
we do a perception check to try and find out?
No, it's
puts me in.
very obvious to you how big he is.
Yeah.
It's not something you can like hide. It's
He's a
like
biggins.
it's why I'll pretty much always give you a creature's touch AC as well, because that's basically just tied to size, and it's like you can tell how easy it is to hit a giant compared to a squirrel. Like it's obvious one of those two things is going to be easier to hit. But I'm sorry, he's a huge creature. Huge.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk in and be all like, honestly, I thought you were bigger. The way you were talking in our heads and shit.
I bet he's not even as big as Alzarath.
And he, you notice the ridges above one of his eyes, peak in almost a quizzical interest at the mention of Alzarath's name. And he, in response to you, says, I am still many times the size of any one of you. I'm still many times the size of any one of you.
Oh, man, what should we say?
Oh, if you don't have a retort for that, I do.
Oh, go for it. If you have a retort.
That's until we let Kythar take control of you or have his way with you.
I peek out from over the pillar, caressing my axe, shining it up a little bit.
Cool and calm and collected in the face of death. Who would have thought?
He's in his realm. His realm.
That's proximal development.
My plan. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. He's going to do a little talking. You guys can interrupt him at any time. Just speak up. And he says, At last you've arrived, adventurers, to the heart of this desolate city, where destiny converges and a clash of wills is inevitable. Though you've made it this far, brave adventurers, you cannot hope to succeed. You have faced my kin and survived the undead hordes that litter my city. But your journey ends here. You come seeking the helm of the four winds, a prized possession from my horde, but I cannot let it fall into your hands. You, and he gestures towards Reed, carry the shield of prophecy, a powerful relic that once belonged to my sibling Nox, the Pitiful. And yet, you have come to my lair with it openly displayed. Do you think me a fool? I know that you seek the rest of the set, the pieces of armor that have been scattered amongst the brood of Alzeroth. I am Amazru, the Saltwing, born of ancient bloodlines. Dude, that's distracting as shit. Whoever's like hitting dice or doing whatever you guys are doing.
Oh, sorry.
I'm Amazru the Saltwing, born of ancient bloodlines and a testament to the enduring might of dragons. The shield you flaunt, a token of your audacity, shall not remain in your grasp. It is bound to the legacy of my kin, and I will not suffer its desecration at the hands of mere mortals. I'm going to break here. Reed, are you just sitting here quietly, bud?
I wanted to hear what he had to say first, but now that I hear it, I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure this shield belongs to us, me. I believe this was Iomede's shield at one point. I believe she would like to see it vanquish evil once more.
And the expression which crosses the dragon's face is something which resembles a sneer. You know, a watery mist, emerges in a smoke-like fashion from his nostrils, a mini cloud of electricity, and something like a snort, comes out of him, and he says, Iomade has no power here over the mortal realm except through fleshy, disposable
Iomade
tools
will
like yourself.
always have power when people are willing to fight for her.
All you're going to do is die for her, son. Is it worth the shield?
I'll gladly die for my goddess.
And he says, and them? You will allow them all to be destroyed because of your own hubris, your ego?
I'll do my best to keep them all alive, but if we fall in the name of justice, we tried.
The only justice is the one that a creature makes for itself.
I'm
Then
something
the
of a
justice
creature.
will... Go ahead, Soto.
He's something of a creature.
You're talking about me?
No.
Him. Yeah.
He says, a very small one.
Oh, don't worry. I'll cut you down to size.
And you guys notice there's a huge ornate chain which is wrapped around Alzeroth's neck. And from it hangs a huge crystal, like 5 or 6 times Reed's head, of the same bluish purple colors as the portal, and it begins to glow brightly, and you can see motes of light extending from it to the top of the portal, which Alzeroth is perched on top of, and it begins to glow brighter and emit a familiar, rising and falling hum that, and you guys can actually hear the undead outside, which are still completely surrounding this building, with it as it begins to pulse once more. And he's just called Kythar a tiny creature. Kythar's promised to cut him down. Anybody else have anything to say to this guy?
Does it look like he's summoning something, or trying to call it through the portal? Would we even know that?
Reed casts spells. He has a magical knowledge. He studied some stuff. Give me just like a wisdom check. Just like roll and add or subtract your wisdom modifier.
Right.
Can I help him in any way? Like whisper into his ear?
Oh yeah, very obvious to you, Attest.
Hey,
He's absolutely.
what's he doing?
This is a portal being activated. You and Simone can tell that just inherently, just looking at this shit.
Okay.
Hey, Reed. I think I might be able to break the crystal, but I gotta get close.
Okay.
So, want to try that?
We'll try and move closer. We'll inch our way there, and I guess I'll move a 5-foot tile up. My shield at the ready.
I do have something to say as well.
Yeah, go Galfast.
Okay,
Move
I'm
one
gonna
step.
stick.
Well, I guess you can't move yourself, Reed.
I-
Atesk, you're in charge of moving yourself.
I got
then,
him.
Reed. Yeah, move him a step. Galfast.
Dead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna from behind my pillar. I'm planning on going into stealth at some point, so I'm gonna whisper in a hoarse voice to Professor. I'm gonna say, Professor, do you see that? Do you see that jewel on his chest?
You'll see Arthur go onto the gem with his eyes and say, back to the Galfast. Yes.
I'm gonna say, I think I've seen gunslingers target things like that before. Do you think you might be able to target that?
Arthur is hearing the request of Galfast saying, I think I can.
I'll try to
I
too.
have a
I'm just not as accurate. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, so Reed, you started creeping forward after whispering.
And before we take our
whispering to
ahead.
Atesk.
Unless somebody else has something, I have a meanwhile before we take our next step.
Yeah, we're breaking this down moment by moment for you guys because we're basically
Yeah.
splitting everything seven. We're splitting every second 7 ways. So
Does Simone have anything that he wants to do or say?
That's what I'm looking up right now. So give me 1 second.
Okay. So dialogue, because it just said he looks like he's trying to summon something, is what a test told me.
yeah,
I'm gonna. What's the matter, Saltwing? You can't fight your own fight.
and the Saltwing says, "I am a great and powerful being with many followers. Why would I not use them?"
It's a coward's way out. Really?
You tell him.
And he just says, "I will enjoy watching you watch your friends die."
I'll enjoy taking your head.
And he
Hey,
says,
man,
"If you can
I wanna
reach,"
live.
and he takes off into the air, starts to beat his wings.
God damn it.
Anyone?
A test was gonna say something.
I just was whispering, like, "Hey, man, I don't want to die."
I got you. And I'm gonna everybody's seen Date Night where James Franco does the thing. I got you. and little guys like doing the same thing. Maybe, I don't know.
Little guy
David
is
plays
scared
little guy.
shitless. Little guy is like clinging to. He's almost choking you out. Like if it wasn't for the mage armor, like adding that little extra bit, he would literally be suffocating you right now. He's just clinched onto you so fucking tight.
He's pancaked himself against me.
Yeah, basically.
So seeing him start to beat his wings,
Yeah.
Simone's gonna cast Evolution Surge on Wilb.
Yep.
Which gives him 4 evolution points. I'm going to use 2 of those to increase his size category to size category of the dragon.
Okay.
And then for the rest of the 2, I'm going to give him he's immunity to electricity damage.
Sick.
And then I was basically just going to have Will just like how he like took the running start and then started flying after the tower. That's essentially what I'd like for him to do is like take a running start and then just head right for him.
Then that'll put us in initiative. So we'll have some rolls for that as we have some reactions that kick in here. And I will dig up a earth elemental. Give me just a minute here.
You're gonna dig up an earth elemental?
I need to grab another set of dice, David. Do you want my roll now?
Just put it in chat.
Okay.
Cool.
That's a cool earth elemental.
Yeah, it's literally one of the like core assets that's just like in every version of the game of tabletop.
Oh, it's the one built into tabletop.
Yeah, it's literally
cool.
the one built into tabletop.
Oh,
Like your
didn't
figure
know
is
they
one
had
we
one.
just pulled from tabletop. He is also one that I just pulled from tabletop.
I put it in Discord.
Okay, great.
David,
Put it in attack mode. Oh,
is there a ceiling to this building?
There is a ceiling. It is. I think I described it as like a 100-foot chamber, something like that. Vaulted ceiling.
And the pillars go all the way up to the top?
Except for the couple of them which are broken off halfway through. That would be these two. Because there's a hole in the ceiling above them, so they don't go all the way up to the ceiling, because there is no ceiling, because that's a hole.
Okay. Okay, cool. And then the chain thing, it is fixed or it's hanging off of his neck?
It's a dragon necklace, is what it is.
The dragon necklace.
It's
Okay.
a dragon necklace.
Thank you. Those are my questions.
All right, great. Okay, Joe posted his in Discord. He got a 15. And of course, my pen doesn't have any damn ink. Okay, great. Who's over 20? Anybody?
I am.
Yeah?
no! What?
Yeah, 22.
Nice.
fuck yeah.
Dang.
Nice.
That's your highest AC, isn't it? Or highest initiative roll. I mean.
Yeah. Of
Wow.
fucking any combat I think I've ever done.
This is the one
Make
you
it
want to
count.
go first in. This is
I
definitely
know it is.
This is definitely
hell
the
yeah.
one.
Good job, Tyler.
Yeah.
One shot him.
Oh, he did.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
Oh,
Just take him out.
Anybody else over
Could you
20?
forget something on the
No? Okay, great. Who's
Nope.
over 15? I got Reed at 15.
Sigbert.
It's 18 for Sigbert. It's 18. Wow, that's it. The rest of you guys rolled low. Tyler got all you guys' luck.
I rolled pretty well. I rolled a 12, which is over 10, which is like triple my
That's-
average.
That's just great for you. All right, then who's over? And I saw you guys posted a couple of them in there. Arthur's at. Arthur, what were you at? 11 and Cleta.
11.
So
And you got
Galfast-
Sigbert at 18.
Yeah, I got Arthur.
Yeah, Galfast is 14.
11. Ooh, God. Kythar, good thing you took the time to move up there before we started initiative, because you're not going to get to go for a little while here, bud. And Simone's at 13, so I just got to restructure these in order. Give me a second. A Tesk definitely goes at the top. Fuck. Then it's Simone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including me. That's right. Okay. So, the dragon has said, if you can reach, and has started beating his wings and becoming airborne. In the process of this happening, Simone has cast some spells and is like enlarging Wilb, and he's starting to move towards the dragon. You can go ahead and move Wilb up to where Reed is, if you like.
Okay.
As you're kind of like describing that process of him like moving forward, galloping ahead, while this dragon is simultaneously moving up. And before we continue anything else here, Tesk, summoned his earth elemental and has been very focused on the moment here. And he's been quite literally on the tips of his toes, on the balls of his feet, just like ready to fucking spring.
Head on a swivel.
Yeah, head on a swivel. Magical energies.
Yep.
Magical energies bubbling up.
Worn out.
And he's ready
To go.
So Atesk, it is your turn in combat in this dragon's lair. What would would you like to do?
First to go. First to go. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the earth elemental into the pillar and then have him climb up through the pillar as far as he can go, which will be, I believe, 30 feet
Okay, great.
vertical up into the pillar. So I'll just stack him up
Yeah, that's
there, and
perfect.
actually I'll change his name.
Yeah, put 30 feet on him. That's great. I love it.
And then I'm going to hold my movement to follow Reed, turn myself invisible. My turn's done.
Turning yourself invisible. So you're casting invisibility on yourself, and you're sticking close to Reed, basically.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. All right, Sigbert is up next, and Reed is going to be on deck, but after our dragon friend.
All this pomp and circumstance for him just to be like, all right, see ya.
I thought I was thinking about my turn the whole time. I knew it was coming up. I was going to do it. I was going to be ready.
Listen, that was the fastest turn you've ever done, too. So
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna pop it tonight.
you should go first more often.
Oh man, that's fucking funny. That's good. I like that. Okay, Stover for Sigbert. Oh, and before we continue too much longer, especially for our martial people, I want to reiterate some of the physical landscape here for you. This archway is up on a platform with stairs leading up to it. So the archway itself is about 50 feet off the ground. Like the bottommost part of the archway is 50 feet off the ground because these are stairs which are leading up to it here on each side. And then the archway itself, and then which is why the dragon's so high off the ground. Actually, I have 40 off of him, and that's off the bottom. So I need to change that. But
Just a quick DM question here.
Yeah, go for it.
So those piles of gold, how high are those piles of gold?
They will probably be a challenge for you to wade through. If you're just going up the stairs, like those have been kept relatively accessible, but pretty much everywhere else where there's gold on are literal piles that are like waist high or higher. So
Now, how dense is this? Is this like Donald Duck? I can swim through this shit?
on the edges and like behind the stairs, absolutely. In front of these statues, like these statues are on big pillars too, and you can't see like the feet of the statues because they're just buried in fucking gold.
Well, I'm just wondering if I could use it for cover. Like I can just swim through, dive in, and circle around if I need to without me actually being seen. When I'm saying Donald Duck fucking jump in a pool of gold, this is what I'm thinking.
You
Yeah.
could the gold is stacked high enough for Kythar to be able to get underneath a pile of it. There's probably not enough of it for him to be able to freely move through it without the gold on top shifting and moving around in such a way that it would be pretty obvious that, if not exactly where he is, that something was moving through the gold.
Gotcha.
But you could absolutely get completely out of sight by like diving into the gold 100%. There's enough of it there.
And since it's cover me, would that add to my armor class?
Depending on the situation, it would either apply disadvantage to the creature attacking you, or it would give you the chance for. I'd give you the same chance as like if you were behind partial cover, like if you were behind something solid, like a rock that you were hiding behind. I'd give you that same kind of bonus, which is the enemy attacks you, and then you roll cover, and if you come up on your cover numbers, then it just deflects anyway. So he has to already hit you, and then the cover has a chance to deflect, basically. But that doesn't apply to every attack. I will warn you of that now.
All right, just covering every basis here.
Cool. No, it's fair. I would rather you ask the question before you get yourself in a situation where you're like, oh, if I had known that, I would have done this on my last turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But all that to say, we're back at Sigbert Stover. Where's Sigbert going? What's Sigbert doing? If you think you're talking to us, buds, you have yourself muted in the corner. If you're actually muted, we can skip Sigbert and come back to him.
No, I just wanted to make sure that you don't have anything else to say first.
No, I'm sorry. You're super golden. I just wanted to answer Kythar's question.
Okay. Sigbert's not particularly interested in running towards the dragon. He wants to see if he's going to come down on our level. So he's going to hold his action
Uh-huh.
to see if he's going to do if the dragon's going to come and like try and do a melee attack or a swipe or something.
Right.
And if the dragon lands somewhere around these pillars, he's going to want to hold that action to be able to get to the dragon so he can get a slice on his next turn.
Okay, that's fair.
So that's what Sigbert wants to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
So he's going to hold his action and he's going to stand next to Arthur and make his stand next to the pillar. And that's the end of the turn.
Cool. Then that brings us to Mr. Dragon, who has some pretty insane movement.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got giant wings.
Yeah, that's all good. And then I just need to double check. I got a stat block I gotta refamiliarize myself with here, guys. So give me just a second. Um, would be enough if he got to there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then the dragon is going to move himself, and as he is moving, you guys can see that the magical tether between the crystal around his neck and the portal is like carrying with him, like he's creating like strands, ethereal strands, which are like connecting him to the archway, and he moves to this pillar over here and like plants himself on the side of it. He like holds on with 2 feet, turns, and I need a reflex save from.
Does the tower like sway under his feet?
No, but there are because it's not a tower. It's a he's
It's a
perched on a
pillar.
pillar, and the pillars in this. It's more like a I don't know if you guys have ever been to like the Capitol building, but it's it's a classic like domed, structured, round room with a high ceiling. But instead of the dome, instead of the dome going all the way, there's like pillars attached into the dome, right? In certain places, like I said, these two up here, there's just a hole in the ceiling in this like quadrant of the room, and so they don't connect to anything.
So this one goes floor to ceiling. He's just grappled onto the side of it like a pole.
Correct. He's not like on top of it. I just only made the post so high. So if I were to do this,
He's
if
a
I
pole
were,
dancer.
he's pole dancing. That's exactly what he's doing. He's pole dancing.
That explains everything.
I need a reflex save from Arthur, Sigbert, Will, and a Tesk.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think I make that. I think that's a 10 for me.
Oh shit. What do we got out of?
Don't tell me you one-shot Tyler.
I haven't rolled the damage
Not
yet.
again.
We don't know.
Not again. Not again.
Not again.
I'm just gonna watch Tyler just get eviscerated behind me.
As you're still talking to him.
I know.
Okay, move up
I'm
with me.
imagining
Move
him
up
like
with
with
me.
the shield up, like eyes focused ahead, watching the dragon. He's just like kind of talking out of the corner of his mouth, and then he's gonna do that thing where he looks over his shoulder, and there's just gonna be like a crispy pile of robe.
A silhouette that just turns to dust.
Oh no, where'd Tyler or where did Tess go?
Arthur and Sigbert, please.
Yeah, so Arthur got a 23 and Sigbert got a 25.
Awesome. So the only one who, but you guys don't have the feat, or I guess I know Arthur doesn't. Sigbert doesn't have the feat of evasion, does he?
Not that I know of.
Okay,
He's just a
Will
spider.
does.
He's not
I don't think
particularly
he
nimble.
does. I know Wilb does, so he's going to, manage to avoid all of that nonsense. Wow.
And Simone is very happy to not move yet.
Yeah, I know. Simone is still standing by the door and is watching all the shit
It's
go
like
down in front of him.
It's like a napalm strike in Nom.
I know. The fucking
Simone's
jungles
gonna
are
be
burning.
that guy.
Your friends are on fire, running around screaming.
The trees are screaming.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what, guys? Actually, for this occasion, I need my boss
You doing a
dice.
box of death?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I curse that box.
Hey, you gave me one of the dice sets in this box, so
I curse that box and all dice that inhabit said box.
all dice that inhabit it.
As long as it's not the gold D20 that you were just fucking us up with last Saturday.
No, that was the one out of the fat pack. That was the one from Magic Night. From the
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
You
you were
know-
playing with a magic thing. That's even a bigger sting.
Oh my god. He didn't I don't
he
think he rolled less
fucked.
than a 17 all night.
I rolled a
Yeah,
15
they were-
once. It was crazy.
We were rolling horrible.
It was, and I
I
know.
think you got-
I'd roll a
you got
17,
20?
they'd roll a 7. I'd roll a natural 20, they'd roll a 3. Like it was nuts.
Wow.
It was bad.
Was Aaron on your guys' team?
How
No.
dare you?
In spirit, he was with all of us that night.
As I say, I'm right here.
He's all, I loan it out on the weekends.
I'm on call.
Someone
People pay me a
pays and you guys
retainer.
baptize.
I just chill in the room, and all of a sudden, one start coming out.
He captures energy like a crystal. Like every now and then, he's just got to discharge it.
I just suck up the energy.
He's like Dumbledore's like lighter or whatever.
Man, guys,
Oh no.
that's rough. He can't even see you, Attest. That's the worst part about it, is that you're just standing there. It's just like you're not even. He literally can't even fucking see you. You're just.
Collateral damage.
Is he dead? Is he dead?
I don't know what his total hit points are, but as soon as I say this number, then I have to know, and we gotta deal with
He
it.
gets to roll. He gets to roll still.
It's no,
It's
I know
Constitution.
it's because it's you.
Oh.
If you take more than your hit points plus your Constitution score, that's it. You're done. Just all, you know what I mean? Like
what's your
Definitely
Constitution?
unconscious.
Well,
should've
you
just
don't know what the
told him.
damage is. You don't know the damage yet.
The way he just phrased that means
Yeah,
he's
but he-
unsure
he-
if I'm
He could be
instantaneously
building it up
dead.
to be like, oh, I rolled low and it was a 10.
David, give us the number. Let's rip the band-aid.
since Test did not save, he's taking a total of 43 damage.
I am
Oh,
definitely
for goodness sakes, he's
unconscious,
dead.
and
No, you're not unconscious. I get.
How are you?
You
How
might just
many
be
negative hit
vaporized.
points are you, and what's your Constitution
30.
score? You're 30 negative hit points.
No, I
No.
just have 30 hit points,
So
so
you have 30 hit
I'm
points.
negative
So you're negative
13.
13, and what's your Constitution score?
8,
Like your total score.
negative 1.
That's it.
That's death.
That does it. That's just.
We lost our artillery piece. You gotta be kidding me.
So
R.I.P.
I'm sorry, and let's take care of let's take care of some accounting here. God damn it, Sigbert and Arthur are still taking 21 damage despite the fact that they made their save.
Gotta be kidding me.
What a good campaign.
Why don't you just kill us all?
I
Save us
think
some
he's
time.
gonna attempt to.
Oh my god!
He's
Hey!
They've been trying to kidnap Tyler this whole time, and he just goes zap.
He can't see him.
I
That's
know,
the
I
worst
know.
part, Joe. He probably wouldn't have attacked like that if he could see the fucking guy that he's all super interested in.
Wait, can we see him though? Like, cause he's invisible, but
No, he's
can we see
invisible.
him? The party?
He just disappears
Yeah.
from everybody's
I mean-
sight. He's just
Wait, so does he
gone.
reappear now? Does he reappear since he's dead now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
as soon as
I
the
do.
lightning hits him, he would reappear. A Tesk, you can have as much narrative leeway as you want with this moment, my friend, but this
isn't my area of expertise, David. You go ahead.
do you have any do you have anything to say to your
I,
party? First turn, this is ridiculous.
I was not prepared for this moment.
Man, I told you guys repeatedly that you
Yeah,
were gonna
but I
be in a
didn't think
tight
about
spot.
what you've had to say. It's been fun.
We've heard it all before.
Okay, you
It's
know
been
what? You know what,
Literally
Atesk,
just said to
you
Reed, I don't want to die, and then the next thing that happens is I'm dead.
turn it off the floor.
Reed for sure has PTSD. About you, buddy. Oh, stand by me.
tell you what, Atesk, I think that
At home for
we're gonna
nothing.
stretch this a little bit narratively, and I'll give you some time to think about what you might want to say. Know that know that your character is dead. But at the end of whatever this combat encounter looks like, we'll give you the opportunity for some dying last words,
Go
and
call Matt.
we'll make a proper moment out of it, so as to not put
Mhm.
you on the spot. We'll give you some of the spotlight at the end of this, depending on who's alive, and you may not
It
be
might be
looking
quick.
forward
It
to
might
it.
be quick.
What do we see? And David and Tyler, you are muted.
I'm talking to Matt. He's
Oh,
Okay.
he's asking questions.
So the dragon picks up, beats his mighty wings, and you guys can feel the gust of air move around. The whole top layer of coins like shifts over under the gust. There's an errant ruby that catches your eye as it comes out and tumbles across the floor here. But not that anyone's focus is on anything other than this huge spine-backed beast crackling with electricity pitched on this pillar, who has opened his mouth, his maw, and released this 100-foot, maybe more, line of electricity, which has, just like a jet, roiled out from him, and it, you know, streaks almost over Sigbert and Arthur, but they managed to get partially out of its way, but are still hit by numerous errant electrical, bolts, sub bolts coming off this main channel of electricity, which is filling the air. It's so bright that Simone, even through his darkened lokes, he's used to kind of seeing things in a darker shade. This room is like fucking daylight, even through the shades. Watches, and I'm imagining there's probably some kind of smirk or smile which comes across his face as he notes as Wilb evades yet another one of these breath attacks. Not his first, not even his second breath attack that he's completely evaded at this point.
yeah.
But then the inevitable sight happens, and you are first, your attention is drawn because you see rubble crumbling off the pillar, and you think that something's happening, this pillar's coming down, and you realize that what it is it's a huge arm and a huge leg, as pieces of this golem are like falling apart as stone hitting the ground, and you follow one of the pieces as it tracks all the way down the pillar and lands next to the body of his summoner, and you, as a very practiced summoner yourself, know that when the source of magic that creates the portal between the areas is killed, is diminished, that that everything falls apart, and you see a Tesk laying there, just you know, it's one of those moments where you don't see a Tesk at first. You see Monzo's mangled, burned body, and then time flashes back to the present, and you realize that this is now the second one of the people who you promised to protect to die in the last 2 weeks, in very much the same way. Mangled, burned, charred. Uh, you see that Reed is looking over his shoulder and hasn't quite registered what's happened yet. Kythar, is just staring with his mouth agape, as this, now the marble floor had this huge char mark in it, and a Tesk is lying motionless and is obviously, if not dead already, will be very soon.
Get up, little buddy.
Hey
Give up,
Dave,
little buddy.
Get
Sigbert
up.
does have dodge.
Oh.
How does dodge read?
You're training a reflex slide to react swiftly to avoid opponent's attack. I don't know if this constitutes the same control volume as what this dragon did, but it just says attack. It doesn't specify
I-
anything.
I
Just
had-
gives you +1 to your AC.
There you go.
Yeah, just to AC. Okay, yeah. So then it's not for something
It's
like this.
calculated
Okay,
in.
Yeah.
just
Sorry,
wanted to
man.
make sure.
No, I appreciate it.
Yep.
I appreciate you trying to make sure you guys are going to need to save every hit point, I think. So,
Yeah, you see Sigbert and Arthur get shocked, and then Dave. Or
Do
Dave,
we
that's in
lose
turn.
mage armor?
yeah. Those of you who
Okay.
a test cast it on.
Yeah, he doesn't have mage armor anymore since the Tesk is Danto.
Damn it, a task. And
Damn it.
as a test body becomes visible, you guys watch as the dragon kind of snorts and says, "A shame. I was hoping to take that one alive."
Well, look at you, what you did, you dumbass.
He
I'm
has
gonna
no-
yell, "Atrask!"
Talking is always free. I know this is a very dramatic
Reed's
moment.
reason disbelief. He's beyond talking.
Yeah. I want you guys to know that Galfast is next in turn order whenever you guys are ready. But I don't want to
Wait, I thought-
rush you along.
Did I get skipped?
Reed
you
is
said I was
next
up?
in the turn order whenever Reed's ready. I'm sorry, Reed.
Am I up then?
If everyone's done with this moment.
You see over at Galfast, you see he doesn't say anything because he's hiding, but there's just dirt caked on his face, and you see like wet marks, going down. But he's like steeled himself, he's not going to cry in this moment, but you still see the wet marks.
Okay. Beyond words, I rage. No, I can't. If I could, I would. It's that kind of moment. Is there? I want to do a perception check. Are the pillars? Do they look like they could be hit hard enough and collapse, pushed over if something were to hit them hard enough?
I mean, in theory, yes. Wow, you're super strong, man. So, for anybody else in this party, except maybe now 3 times the size Wilb, but anybody else in this party, I'd say no. For you, I mean, over multiple attacks, more than likely. Yeah, I doubt you could just bowl one of these things over in a single rush. But man, you can.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna charge the pillar that's in front of me that would lean to the dragon if I knocked it over.
Yep.
And it's just gonna be a full sprint with my shield out in front of me. I'm gonna try and just blow
Is this
that
from here?
Yeah.
I hope it's not like Harry Potter. You just run into it and bounce off.
He's gonna try, and he's a pretty thick boy.
Yeah, it says read TBB.
So I don't know what kind of check you want from me or what.
I'm debating between whether I want to ask for a proper bull rush check or if I want just a straight strength check. And I think I'm going to go with the strength.
That's a question.
I think I'm going to go with strength because of just what you're trying to do here.
That's a 24.
That's a 24. Reed slams into this pillar, and you guys, can see dust fly off of it. Huge chunks of the stone, from loose bits all up the pillar, tumble off and kind of go flying in the direction of the impact. And you hear a sharp crack as the pillar at the top becomes like dislodged from the ceiling, and the whole thing sways but wedges on the top. So now it's loose and slightly cantankered at an angle, but is not completely toppled.
Reed just like getting. Would you allow a second attack? No, because I moved.
Because you moved and you actioned. But
Yeah,
you have other
Reed.
members of your party.
Yeah, Reed's just kind of like pressing into his shield. Gotta push it down. Gotta push it down. And I'm done.
Right. Then Galfast is up. Simone's on deck.
Galfast. He's not in his chair, Tyler. You see that?
Oh shit!
Son of a bitch.
Yes, 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 yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The
Show
big
me your
winners.
Where?
I'm going to take my attacks.
Yep.
Which I think will be the first attacks on him, so this should go really well. About how far away from me is he, would you say?
Let me see here. He's probably like 50 feet up the pillar, 50, 60 feet. And he's directly on top of you, so I think you have a 60-foot increment. Is that right?
I have a 30-foot and a 100-foot, so it'd be at my 100-foot.
Yeah, he's in the 100, yeah.
I was planning on rolling into stealth. I hadn't had time. I don't think he's seen me. Can I do that before my attack, or does it have to be out of combat? I'm just
You're
curious.
going to pop out of stealth as soon as you shoot at him, so, basically roll me a stealth check to see if you would have been hidden from him in the first place.
Yeah, it was just for sneak attack, so.
Yeah.
Okay, my stealth was a +9, so
25.
25.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
sounds
looking
good.
at my next thing. Okay, and then I'm going to do my attacks.
Cool, give him a go.
First one,
Do you get your sneak attack bonus?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
The first one is going to be 17, 26. Oh, wow, I'm off to a great start.
Ooh, nice.
21.
Okay.
And 15. Wow, all above 10. Take the picture.
No more complaining for a whole game.
I know.
And remind me, what's your target?
It has to be can I target something more specific than the dragon? And we haven't done that in the past.
No, we haven't. But you had specifically mentioned something earlier that I just am curious if that's your intention.
Yeah, given the option, I'd be aiming for the Jewel of Power.
Okay. You roll me. God, what do I want you to do? I definitely want you to roll me damage for one of them.
And he gets damage reduction.
But I have a magic weapon.
Right,
He ignores
you
one.
do have a magic weapon. That's right. Give me just a minute here. I got to do.
And then only one attack landed, my first one.
Yes, the 26 hit.
Nice.
Okay, let me know if it's sneak attack or not, because I've actually never used that before.
You've never used your sneak attack before?
Not in this campaign. Your attack deals 1d6 extra point of damage.
Yeah. I'll pull back the curtain here a little bit. Dragons have extra good senses, and he,
It's fine if I don't.
Yeah, you don't get sneak attack damage.
That's fine. Okay, so regular damage, one attack landed.
Yep.
$17 total.
Great.
Oh shit.
It's gravity bow. It's my only way of doing damage.
Yeah.
So You see, I think I'm in stealth, but he can see me, and I lean out, and as soon as I let loose an arrow, you can't even see it go. Like almost like when the professor shoots, it just into him. So two of them landed.
But but the arrow makes it distinctive. You can't see it fly, but you can see the impact it makes as one of them, snaps against the crystal and bounces off, but another one slams squarely into it, and there's a like, violet like spray of sparks which come off, and it's almost like a mini firework. And one of the tethers leading back to the portal kind of flickers for a minute before refinding itself. But it does appear to be the strand is not as thick, not as bright, not as vibrant as it was prior to the shot. And if Galfast squints, he swears he can see a crack on the crystal.
Okay, and then I'm going to take my move. I get 30 feet. And each square, is it by 5?
It is, but remind me, you took multiple attacks. That is a full round action, is it not?
Oh, I'm sorry. You are right. I took my full attack.
3-5.
Yeah, I'll do my free 5, and I want to be on the opposite side. Well, I can't move that far, so I'm going to squeeze through on this side. Just take a step.
Squeeze through. Yeah, just move yourself. Yeah, to the other side there, and we'll call it a diagonal move.
Okay, and then I want to do a quick notice unusual stonework check in this place. If anything's out of the ordinary, it looks like it was built recently. Not as old as everything else.
Yeah, give it a roll.
Uh, 19.
Oh shit.
This place
Perception based.
This place is old, and it is as old as the rest of the ruins are. However, in much the same way that you witnessed Atesk and rest in peace, and Simone fixing up the house and fixing up the boat using magical means, you suspect that there was similar magical means used to restore this place. The thing that stands out is that the archway itself is the only thing in this room that looks as old as it should look.
The archway being the portal.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, I'm done with my turn. Thanks.
Okay, great. Simone, you're up. Arthur's on deck.
Okay.
I'm gonna grow Will before you.
Thank you. He's a big boy now.
He's a huge boy.
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Could I ride Will?
Now that he's huge, technically yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so Simone's gonna yell, "Atesk!" and then you're gonna see him like kind of like get into like a running stance, and as you see that, you see the gloves that he wears on his hands, and they gleam from the portal light as he runs over to Atesk, puts his hand on Atesk, and casts Breath of Life, allowing me to resurrect a member or a creature who has died this turn, and do 5d8 plus 7 of healing to meet up.
Dang! Did Atesk even know that was gonna happen?
No.
No. Oh man, that's what you want to see. That's how you D&D here, people. All right.
So it should be 35 health.
Yeah, it's more health than I have.
It does. You do have to count the net. You have to take 13 off the top because you are still technically at negative 13.
Okay. So 22.
Also, I hate to mention this. I did bring you back to life, but I hate to mention this. You do lose a level for one day.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
That is kind of a big one.
You come back a little groggy when you come back from death. All right,
but
it takes a little while to get your bearings again.
Okay.
Just Google lose a level Pathfinder. You don't actually have to do anything in the game stat. There's just like a stat, across the board thing that you get. It's like a minus on this, minus on that, minus on the other thing. But there's just you got a cheat sheet there somewhere. I've seen it though.
Oh, it's a status he can put on.
Yeah, it might be a status he can put on, but either way, if he looks it up on the D20 website, he can at least like just mentally do it, and know, like I just use
So he
this sheet
doesn't
minus.
become level 6.
No,
he just
in
loses
old
a
school
level.
D&D, that was the way it worked. Is you just reverted back to your level 6 character sheet. You lost your whole hit die. I think now it's like a set number of hit points you lose, and it's like a set debuff to everything instead.
Oh, that's not as bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so is
Oh.
that a stand? Oh, let me see if that's a standard action.
Sounds like you found it.
Let me confirm all this.
Yeah, I lose 5 health.
There you go. But it comes off the
Could
top.
be worse.
It doesn't, if you only gain 22 health, but you
Yeah.
have 27 health total, you still gain 22 health. You know what I mean?
It comes off the max. It's not even met.
Oh, it is still treated. Okay. It's
Okay,
still
I
and
a
think for
natural
your
weapon.
spells, it might have a bigger deal, but for the rest of the stuff. Okay, so you've got Wilb left, and any talking.
Yeah, I want to narrate this a little bit for Tyler.
Go.
I'm gonna put my hand on his chest, and you're gonna see the largest that's on my glove. You're gonna see a glow turn into like powdery like pixel stuff, and then enter like into his body. And then you're gonna see him go, and I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder and like sit him up and be like, "Fool, you're not supposed to take naps." And I'm gonna like smack him on the face.
Do we get mage armor and elemental back?
No, because he'll have to recast those spells.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna send Wilb directly at this puto,
Yeah,
who is apparently 40 feet.
I'll take care of him. Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
No, he's
Okay,
that was when he was up on the thing. He's at least 50.
Yeah.
But
I
got
have
you.
60 feet of movement, of flying. So
60 feet of flying.
as long
so
as he's within 60.
It's going to take 50 to go up, and then you can go 10 over. So you'll have to use both your movements to get up in his grill, basically.
It's not diagonal from where I'm at.
Well, okay. I guess if you were to go diagonal, because either way, you still have to cover 50 feet up, and then you somehow also have to cover 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet across. I'll be generous. We'll roll it along. We'll say with your 5-foot step, we'll put you just there.
Okay. And then Wilb at that point, being like, "Come here, you bitch!" Very sassy, is gonna make 2 attacks onto him.
Great.
Okay, so one of them is going to be 18, and the other one's going to be 29.
18 and 29 to hit?
Yes.
Oh, those are low rolls for Wilb.
I know. The first one was a 5, so.
The 29 definitely hits. The 18 does not.
Okay. And because of his size, category-ness.
I know he's gonna do some crazy stuff right now. What's he rolling?
Yeah.
D12s?
No, it's a D10.
D10. Okay.
Because of he's a little kitty, but my strength went up, so that is before DR or whatever that is. So that is going to be 15 damage.
Okay, and Wilb's weapons do count as natural weapons, count as magical weapons because he's a magical dude. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And they've been blessed. He's been blessed, so they count as magical weapons already.
Got it.
And I don't know. He does electric damage, but I don't think this matters, right?
No, I think electric man. Yeah, you are both very immune to each other in that way right now. But
By the way, the duration of his size and immunity is 7 minutes. Just so you know.
Okay, sounds great. That should be more than enough time. But your bless does help there because the magic weapons, are their own thing, but the bless, more targets the damage reduction than gives you anything. Mm-hmm. So it will just know it is helping a little bit here.
Okay.
So it was 17 total.
15 total.
Okay.
And
Great.
you see Will, like, he's flying so fast that he kind of misses the first one, but then like comes up, or from the, he like kind of goes over him a little bit, like he overshot, and then like swipes under him, like scratching the back of the dragon.
Love it. That's great.
And then that will be Wilb's turn. Or sorry, that's going to be Simone's turn. And I'm going to look at A-Test and be like, "Fool, you need to get the fuck away from me right now.
What?
We can't be a sitting duck here again, like all you putos standing in a line. Shit.
Wait, where was I standing?
All you fool, just go that way."
Okay.
And I'm going to point towards Reed. Get behind that puto. And always face the dragon.
I'm oblivious to this conversation. I don't even know that a Tesk has been brought back to life because I'm just so focused on bringing the tower down. Everything else is quiet to me.
He is risen.
I do want you to note that Wilb. Oh, never mind, because never mind. You're all good.
Oh, okay.
You're super square. You don't need to know anything. You need to note that. Well, I will just say that in this clash between Wilb and the dragon, that there are quite literal sparks and jolts of electricity just flying off of these guys, and like, errant bits are coming off. Like Arthur has to dodge as one of them like sweeps low and comes in over his head, and Reed isn't even paying any attention as they're flying over his head. He's so singularly focused on this pillar. But there's like a whole ass storm going on up there right now, I guess is what I want to get at.
I got some flavor for you. So, when Will turned to immunity to electricity, like the majority of his body basically turned to like a stone-like material, but there are still patches of fur on there that are just, he looks like one of those like exploded, static cats that you see, like the hairs are just all standing, like his tail is still a tail, so it just boom, it just looks like a mallet. Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. That's so fucking great. Are you done, Simone?
I'm done.
Arthur is up, and then our lovely Kythar's on deck.
Yeah, Arthur is gonna get on top of the pillar so he can get a better shot at the dragon.
So the pillar does the pillar goes all the way to the ceiling of the space here. So this is like a 100-foot pillar.
100 foot all the way to the top.
Yeah, I just I didn't put the ceiling on so that we could actually move the pieces and play. But yeah, this pillar goes all the way up to the top.
100 feet, huh?
Yeah, it'll take you a while to climb it for sure.
Whatever. Arthur's gonna risk it. He's gonna go. He's gonna go not climb. He wants to climb, but he realizes he can just shoot from another pillar. So he'll take his movement and he'll try and shoot at a particular target using grit. At the dragon, he's going for that shiny diamond-looking thing on the dragon's head.
Yep. Okay. You'll have to let me know what your grit thing does.
Yeah, so you get one shot, and as far as I know, let's see. Yeah, let's look at the details here. Yeah, so for the head, on a hit, the target is damaged normally and is also confused for 1 round. This is a mind-affecting effect.
Got you. So that's if you're shooting for his head, but you're shooting for this gem instead.
That's
you can
his
also
head.
shoot at its wings, can't you?
I could shoot at its wings.
Yeah. There's a wing. There's a wing, and then he has to make a fly check if you hit.
In that case, Arthur he'll shoot at the diamond.
Okay, great. Roll your attack, sir. I hope it's a good one.
You're telling me.
Yep.
Oh, okay, 24.
Because you're shooting at the diamond specifically, a 24 actually misses. But It does grow near enough that you can hit the dragon. So go ahead and roll your damage. It will just not be applied to the gem.
Max
Nice.
damage.
Max damage.
13.
13. And you can see that, it's tightly knitted scales operate much in the way that, chainmail armor does, but on a much grander scale. And as your shot lands, just an inch from the stone, it would have hit it, but Wilb's attack, knocked into the dragon, and he, recoiled with the shot, and the whole chain swung slightly, and you shot where it was just a moment ago prior to the impact. And you watch as, one or two of the scales bust loose, and there's a jolt of electricity which comes out of the chest of the dragon. And you're not sure ultimately how much damage it did, but you do know that you have struck this mighty creature and done a blow even with a mundane weapon.
Okay, Arthur will communicate with the party. I don't know what it did, but I got it. Reloading.
Then
Yeah, that's it.
Kythar's up.
Is Kythar on mute?
He's probably on mute.
Skythar is on mute. Do I see any large rocks or large objects near me?
There's a diamond about the size of a baseball, and there is like a whole ass chest like you'd put on the back of a pony.
Like here?
Right there.
That one? Okay. Yeah, I can make that. Alright. Looking at the chest is full. I'm going to close it. I'm going to chuck it at the dragon.
Hey, bud, roll me a reflex save, please.
Is the chest booby trapped?
Probably. Not a great. 11.
You go to grab and throw the chest, and as you do, it opens all by itself. And what you got there, my friend, that's a mimic. That's not a chest.
Oh my God.
And not only that, they're coated with this sticky substance. And as you reach out to throw it, you pick it up, and then it starts trying to eat you, and you still go with the plan to throw it, but it sticks to you. And not only is it a mimic, but you are now grappling it. So neither you nor it can move. But you have not taken your attack yet, just your movement.
Where the fuck did it go? I have uncanny dodge. I can react to danger before you sense. Would you normally also do so?
Yeah, but you'd still have to roll a reflex save on that, right?
Yeah. You
Doesn't
lose your
that- I
dexterity
thought that-
bonus. If AC is
okay.
immobilized, you can lose your dexterity bonus.
Yeah, so I think that just means you can't get caught flat-footed. So if it were attacking you instead of grappling you, it wouldn't go against your flat-footed AC. It would go against your regular AC.
What?
Can't.
Oh, sorry. What about trap sense? Sorry, trap sense. You get +3 bonus on reflex saves made to avoid traps. Would that be considered a trap? Not knowing it's a mimic.
It wouldn't be, but even if I gave you the +3, you'd still be at 14, which would still fail the save. So, it's a moot point in this instance. If it would have made the difference,
Okay.
I would have given it to you. But in this case, it doesn't.
I'm gonna have my axe and try to slash at it.
Yeah, man, you get 2 attacks because your axe has haste. So make them.
27 on the first one.
Hits.
And 31 on the second one.
Yeah.
Or was that fucking roll what I needed to fucking...
Those are hitting all day long. Roll your
God,
damage.
imagine if I threw a mimic at a dragon. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Okay. Luck, I guess. Okay. First damage. Math. 13.
13, great.
Oh, max. Okay. 28.
28 total or 13 plus 28?
13. It's 28 total.
Okay, 28 total. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
wow, man, that's
Yes.
some damage. Yeah, that mimic is wounded. I will get you an object on the table for it momentarily.
Still latched on.
Yeah, because it's like it's not using its arms to hold you down. It just is sticky.
So does it get its turn now with the dragon, or does it?
Yeah, I'll give him his turn with the dragon, basically.
God damn it. Player 2 has entered.
That's
So
right.
it's just over here like trying to fight.
I forgot totally about the fucking dragon. I'm trying to fucking get this little shit off my
Uh-huh.
fucking arm. It would have been awesome if I threw it, it got on its tail, and it just latched onto the tail.
That would be cool. Let me see here. Oh, look at that. I even have a mimic. Look at that.
Is it doing damage to me? Or did it do damage to me? Or does it
No,
come
it just
when
has you
it's turn?
grappled. It just has you grappled.
Grappled, gotcha. That's fucking perfect. Okay. I was like, huh. Thought about a mimic a couple weeks ago. I was like, that'd be cool. You know,
Don't you
hold a
Oh, anyway.
fucking mimic.
You have one for tomorrow anyway.
Why are you giving the DM ideas?
In that demented brain of his, he has all the ideas, okay? He doesn't need me to put any fucking input.
I really appreciate your faith in me, Soto. Like that. That makes me feel really good, actually, that you just have that
That's
much
the
faith in me.
Not the part about the demented brain whatsoever.
No, that is the faith you have in me, is the demented brain. Like, yeah, that's, you just trust me to be evil as fuck already. Like, what difference will it make? You know?
You're fucking reading
That's his
fantasy, my
job.
man. You're reading fantasy right now.
I've been reading so much fantasy. Oh man, I got so much good stuff planned. It's gonna be crazy cool. Yeah, I'm sorry, but
Okay. Yeah, that's my full roll. Am I close enough to the pillar to swing around and hit it against it? Is that a movement since I'm just twirling in one spot?
because you moved there and then you took your attack, you're tapped for this turn. But if you if you wanted to roll a grapple check on your next turn to like get control of the grapple and then to like swing him, I'd allow that. I'd allow that. I'd allow you to swing the mimic like a fucking
Like nice little reverse grapple.
yeah.
Okay, I end my turn.
Okay.
Do the finger in the butt trick.
Checking the oil, man. Checking the oil.
That's a trick?
And now that we're at the bottom of initiative order, a couple of things are going to happen. The first and most notable thing is that the electrical activity, which is coming off of the dragon, begins to swirl and then concentrate. And directly underneath where he is and I will find you a real figure for it here in a minute. But this is an electricity elemental appears as the electrical energies fly off him. Now, I want to be clear that this is a different color tone, hue, and a whole different vibe than what this crystal is throwing off to this archway. Whereas those are tethers of kind of a see-through, kind of staticky electricity. This is like lightning in the sky, swirling around to be a ball of light, which then stretches out into humanoid form, right? Like this is very clearly an electrical thing compared to the portal and the gem, which you guys are going to witness the results of that, which is a big, scary, undead man walking through, looking much like the caliber of the bodyguards for the mage that you encountered in the tomb.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It also has to walk through the horde, so the treasure horde.
That's correct. Then we're back at the top with. I crossed out a Tesk and wrote RIP, but now I get to write it back in, back at the top with the Tesk.
Well, I was gonna say, should we take our break right now?
We should
Since
take
it
our
is
break right now.
8:30.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
good call. Let's do that.
Just to make sure that
10
we're all.
minutes.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
Yep, 10 minutes is great.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
All right, be back. Joe, you there? No? Hello?
Yeah.
We are live once more. So, as a reminder, at the top of the round here, a lightning elemental was created by the energies swirling around Wilb and the dragon, and there was a armor-clad, large, scary skeleton man who came through the portal, and that was it. Now, Atesk is back with us, and we're back at the top with him.
You're alive.
Oh, man, that was a that was a crazy couple minutes there. Crazy 6 seconds. Forgot where I was. I think I blacked out for a minute. How high up is the dragon?
50
Not
feet
even a
off the
thank
ground.
you. Not
50
even a
feet
thank
off
you.
the ground.
Not even a thank you. Not even a love you. You saved
Disoriented,
my
doesn't
life.
even know.
I now am in your debt for the rest of my life.
I like
Empty
This is
you,
all in
I like
character,
you.
right?
Yeah. It's like a Wookiee, like like a life debt.
I like
You're
to think
now,
that Simone's saying this
Thanks.
out loud, like right next to Atesk, but Atesk is so out of it that he's literally like not even registering it.
I was I just blacked out for a second. I don't know what happened.
You died,
Uh,
puto.
That doesn't sound like me. I was just telling Reed how I didn't want to die. But
Gotta get it down, gotta get it down. I'm over here still.
Thanks for getting me back up. I appreciate it. And then I'm gonna Tess doesn't know what else to really do except for the plan, so he'll move up behind Reed. And as soon as he gets behind Reed, he go, "Oh, sorry, I think I went unconscious, Reed, but I'm ready. I'm here and I'm ready."
Reed's gonna like drop all pretenses, turn around, like, what the fuck is happening? He's just gonna give him a hug and then like turn around and go back to it.
By the way, when you do that, you notice that he's still pretty damaged. Just so you know,
Okay.
right? Yeah. I mean, he's not fully healed.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, bud, you got a health potion?
Yeah, I think I can do that, and I'll drink one of my minor health potions to top me off.
Great.
And
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say relatively loudly enough that Simone can probably hear me, because technically I don't know what happened. Thank you, Iomade.
It's like when you're in the hospital. Thank God allowed this to happen in front of the doctor.
so I'm full HP, back up to a crisp 25.
Nice.
Don't die again, please.
And
that's great.
I imagine Simone just over there.
Well, I have her. My response is gonna be, "Are you?" And then like the dragon was gonna roar, like fill the sound up.
And you can still see him, you just can't hear him, and he's just like fucking stomping and
pointing at my gloves. Like,
oh man.
I think I'm gonna magic missile the stone.
The stone?
Mm-hmm.
Where? On the pillar.
What? The stone around his neck.
Oh, the stone around his neck. I thought you were talking about the stone pillar you're
Yeah.
standing in front of. Got it. No.
Oh, no, fuck that.
He can just be like, "Bam, it's damage, right?"
Yeah, I can't. I can just be like, it's damage. It's taking damage right now.
Cool.
That's
Unless
crazy.
the DM says something else.
No, you can do it. Go for it.
I can
Tyler,
do it? Okay.
we need your luck to manifest again, okay?
Here we go.
You mean the same luck he had when he died?
Hey, not right now.
I'm sorry.
What's your
9
total?
9 damage.
9 damage.
Okay. That's
9
not bad.
damage.
Taking a
happy
total
about
of 34, 35.
Atesk fires his magic missile, and they sail up and don't strike, as much as they are absorbed by the stone. As the crack in it recedes slightly.
Not ideal.
Oh, that's not good. I
I
think you
revived you to then heal it.
it's all downhill. I have my one moment of glory.
We look into Tesk's eyes are just blacked over.
Recast Detect Evil on a Tesk.
He's all, I draw my dagger.
Plunge it and it reads back.
5
You
damage.
couldn't hit him anyway.
Whoa.
It's like a paper
Andrew's
cutter. It's like
in front of me.
gold.
Just drop the dagger.
Or an envelope opener.
Oh my god. Dagger just
I'm gonna
wins.
hey bud, you still got some of that good stuff, and I'm gonna like flex in front of him like the good stuff.
Yeah, I'll get you. I'll get you next round.
Reed's turning
Next
into a mage
seconds.
armor addict. He's got I can't
That'll be the
fight
end of my
without
turn.
it, man. I can't fight without it.
I know. My arm, I'm scrawny right now.
I need the voice. Oh man.
Booty's got to be thicker.
Thicker.
I'm
Anything
done,
else
David.
to test?
That's it. No, that's
All right.
it.
Sigbert is up. Reed is on deck after the dragon, and party now, and crew, and company.
Let me see. Avery.
Lightning elemental, huh?
Yep.
But he's
While
around.
Arthur's reloading, he's going to say, Sigbert, little help, please. And then Sigbert, of course, being ready as he held his action, goes to Arthur's aid.
Okay, that's fair.
10.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Ugh.
You're okay. Just set it down. Close. There you go.
Yeah, so good old Sigbert here. He wants to do like a power attack on this thing.
That's probably what Sigbert would do.
And since he moved, it would just be the one.
I think he's got 2 weapon fighting. I think he can take a second attack as well.
Oh, that's true. He does have 2 weapon fighting on his sheet.
So you roll 1 at your max, and then 1 at like -4, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
It should be on his character sheet, his bonuses.
Yeah, I don't think the
I
second
don't
one's
think-
going to hit.
I don't
But
think the 9 would hit anyway. But what does the 18 turn into?
yeah, the 18 for Sigbert. That's like 28.
That's gonna hit for sure. What does the 9 turn into? Out of
shit.
curiosity.
The 9, well, it'd be the other slash, right?
Yeah.
That would only be 16.
Yeah, which would not hit. But so you can roll your damage for the first for sure, with your power attack modifiers being whatever they are.
Yeah, so I missed with the. It looks like I missed with the long sword, but I have a +1 long sword. So it's a 1d8 +4.
Great.
Let's make sure I pick the right one. Wow.
Nice.
So 12, but then it's a power attack. So yeah, that was. I'm trying to figure out what the power attack does.
You had
Maybe one of
half.
your friends can tell you.
Less of a chance to hit, more of a chance to do damage.
Yeah.
Oh, +4
+2,
bonus on
+4.
all melee damage rolls. So it's a +4 to the +4. So that's a 16 altogether.
It's a 16 altogether.
Yeah.
Nice. I just need to double check one thing real quick here. Yeah, you're super cool there. You got it. I'll scoot him in just a minute. He is now wounded as Sigbert's +1 longsword slashes him for some damage.
Yeah, take that, scum.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot his pirate name. Oh, Anthony, what was his pirate name from another?
Oh, I actually have that folder right here next to me.
Hook?
No,
it
it
was Salt and Stone.
Salt and
Salt and Stone.
Salt and Stan or something
Salt,
like
Salt
that.
yeah,
and
something
Sand?
like that. Yeah,
yeah, I think we could call him Salty.
that sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his character. Nice, nice
He had to say
callback.
it like 4 times. Salt and Stone. Salt.
Isn't it
And...
Salt and Stall?
Salt
and
Stall.
Oh,
That
there you
was
go.
it. That was it.
Yeah, so then Sigbert would be more of a hiya versus a hiya.
I'm with you.
Yeah. End turn.
Great. Okay. The boys are up. First things first. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5. Great. You got company, Kythar, but he has to double move to get to you. The mimic is going to just take a little attacky poo, just a little tiny one, nothing crazy. Oh, natural 20. Probably doesn't confirm with
I'd rather have that happen on the Mimic.
yeah, no kidding,
Yeah.
right?
That's lucky.
Well, it might confirm. That's a 15.
My AC 16.
Ah, just miss. Well, just regular hits then. So then that is 12 damage. As you know, more of him sticks to you, and it becomes obvious to you that while this thing is free to move and bounce around, it'll continue, you know, trying to bite you, and also being like very very physically attached to you. And you've got this big scary skeleton man all up in your grill. Our lightning elemental is going to attack at the man who just attacked him, which is going to. He only gets 1 attack, but it also has electric damage. Oh no, he gets 2. Look at him. That is a. They're both over 20. I'm assuming they're going to hit Sigbert. How high is his AC? It's a 24 and a 28. That's Stover right now.
Stover.
Oh, excuse me. It's a 20. I forgot. He has another bonus here that I missed. That's a 27 and a 31. So I'm going to assume those hit.
Yeah.
Stover can let me know.
Yeah, which one are you attacking, Sigbert or Arthur?
Sigbert. They want vengeance.
Oh, does the mage armor come back on since Ates is back,
No,
or is it gone
A
forever?
test has to recast it.
Man, his AC is 20, so that's unfortunate.
Oh man, yeah, that is unfortunate. He rolled pretty high, and he's got a pretty solid modifier. 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. So he takes 18 like slam damage and then 8 electrical damage. So that's 26 damage total.
Okay, hang in there, Sigbert. He is on death's door.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's down to like 6.
Well,
6
you guys
health here.
are lucky. This
Sigbert
here
has
dragon is preoccupied. You guys can keep talking. I'm gonna look at the dragon stuff real quick.
Galfast. You gave us all 1 or 3 cure medium wounds?
Should be in your notes.
From like 3 months ago? Oh,
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to scroll all the way up.
I know how many I have. I don't know how much you guys have.
He's gonna
Remember, I had a
take.
few extra.
He's gonna take 2 claw attacks on Wilb in his new form, and the lowest of those 2 is a 27.
Does not hit.
The other one is. He rolled a 19 on the dice, so keep in mind this is very high, but is like a 40, which I'm assuming is going to hit.
Yeah, that barely hits.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know he's got a really high AC, but 40 feels just stupid high. Like,
You barely beat it. I'll let you know that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It is not super crazy on his claw attacks.
Wait, his AC is 45? Holy shit.
No, his AC is 35.
Oh, still, that's fucking crazy.
That's 17 damage from one of the claw attacks. And God, what else is he gonna do? If he doesn't move, he can just take 2 more natural attacks, which I think is probably his style at this particular point. Because Wilb just got here, they're like fighting it out. Okay, I rolled lower than 10 on both of these, so I don't know if they're gonna hit. The highest is a 32, which I think is under Wilb's AC.
Yes.
Cool, great. Then the dragon, as he's like swiping at Wilb, is watching the near destruction of Sigbert going beneath him, and glancing across the room and seeing Kythar, for the moment at least, outnumbered. The beast will lock eyes with Wilb and say, "I believe your friends will be needing you soon."
And Wilb will look over at the scene, and Simone's gonna go, "Fuck."
We got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out, "Kythar, what the fuck? Are you okay?"
Don't worry, I'm gonna use this dude to hit him with this other dude.
That sounds like Kythar.
I'm gonna yell, "Sigbert, are you okay?"
You're gonna see Sigbert bloodied and like a little bit of electrical shocks. Like, there's still some ESD that's flying off of his sword. And not really.
Hmm.
Yeah, not really.
Potion for you, Sigbert, if you want one.
You see Arthur already getting one out of his satchel.
And it will be his turn whenever he's ready, with Galfast on deck.
Okay. Fuck.
Arthur's going to say to Sigbert, "Get out of there!"
I don't have a lot of movement.
You're up against this pillar.
So the closest place I can be useful, I'm going to go to the elemental. But I'm going to smite evil on him.
Okay. Which removes the smite evil from the dragon, correct? Because you can only have one active?
Nope.
How many can you do per day?
3. I can do 3 per day.
Well, yeah, and they last until the creature dies or the paladin
Until
goes
he's
unconscious.
dead, or the next time you rest or regain your uses of the ability.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. And let's see. If the target of Smite Evil, I just want to clarify this one, is an outsider with the evil subtype, or an evil aligned dragon, or an undead creature, the bonus to all damage on first successful attack increases to plus 14. I don't know if that would apply here, but that's
right. And for the record, it kind of sounds obvious, but if the creature is not evil, what does your smite evil do?
Say that again.
If the creature is not evil, what does your smite evil do?
Oh, it adds plus 2 to all attack rolls, and then plus 7 to all damage rolls of the target of my smite, and it gives me a bonus to my AC plus 2.
Wow! Even if it's not evil. That's cool.
No, if it's evil.
No, that's my question. If it's not evil,
yeah.
what happens?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Is it not evil?
It's not evil.
I guess I should cast. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make my way up to him anyway.
Okay, great.
And I'm gonna give him 2 power
Yeah.
attacks.
It's wasted with no effect.
Yeah.
Creepy skeleton guy is probably evil though.
Yeah. Actually, before before I go over there, I'm gonna look at a test and say we got to get mage armor on Sigbert at least. Are you coming with me?
Yeah, I'll be right behind you.
Okay. Stay out of the way of them and try to stay out of the way of the lightning.
I'm trying.
He's
Um,
trying.
I'm gonna make my way up there, and I'm gonna. Would you let me hold? Would you let me do a power attack, and then hold my shield in case Mr. Man is gonna shoot at us, and I'll try and block it.
Not if you want to move and take an action. That's your turn.
Well, I'm trying to kill this guy, so I'm gonna move over there, and I'm going to attack him with
Okay.
power attack.
I will move you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, less than 30 feet away. Or 25 feet away. If you have 25 feet of movement, I think you do with your step.
Yeah, with my free 5, I get 25.
There you go. Great. Swing. Swing away. Swing about a swing.
Okay.
Sure that you're going to get him.
15, 31
Hits.
damage. Where's my D8?
I got my pen of writing ready.
And that is 13 damage to him.
That's 13 damage to him. God damn it.
And I will be done.
He is wounded. Still. Then Galfast is up. Simone and his friend are on deck.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm in the thick of it, I'm going to take my free 5 back to the other side of the pillar and then use my full movement action, which would put me over here for 60 feet.
You're gonna go with the GTFO plan. That's what I'm hearing.
Yep, I'm not that great, really close range, so as it turns out.
The ranger is not. They didn't mean close range when they said that.
Far ranger. Could I do a? Let me see. Could I do a knowledge dungeoneering check on the portal to see if if anything else is gonna come out of it, or if I know anything about it, or anything's unusual about it?
Give me a roll. Dungeoneering seems appropriate. I would also accept knowledge history if you wanted to use that.
My dungeoneering is at a +2. My knowledge history is at a +3, so I'll use history, which is a 20.
So dirty 20.
Yeah, for history.
Oh my god, I'm so excited! I get to talk about the world. I never get to talk about the world.
Have my turn come up more.
Galfast, you are looking at this portal, and you're remembering the research that was. Oh, I guess that you would have personally done in the Lord's Library prior to coming out here. Whereas the rest of the party had a big session where they all did that. You've been in his employ for a while and have access to his resources, as you've already proved by producing the same map that Sigbert has of the area, which you found in the library. So you know, as well as everyone else here, that the ancient city of Isulde is one of a pair of twin cities that were connected once by a portal. And it is clear to you, standing here looking at this, that this is that portal. You suspect that, it has been tampered with in some way. Because, the way the stories go, they just like connected two regular ass towns, and what it did was it covered distance instantly. Like that was what was great about this. But there were never any stories of like undead or zombies or any of that shit. So you don't know where the portal goes now, But after seeing what you've seen in this city and in the tombs, it is reasonable to assume that there's more of whatever that is on the other side of the portal.
Okay, and I don't see like a rhythm. It doesn't look like it's on a 30-second countdown or anything. It's just randomly flashing, and the beings came out of it at some point. I don't see a rhythm to it at all.
There is a rhythm to it, which at its fastest repetition is when this thing popped out. But you guys have had a turn of combat, so we're talking 5-6 seconds worth of time. Woo, 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 pop, and now it's starting over again. Woo, 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 and it's like ramping up. And you imagine that when it ramps up again, you will likely see another creature.
Am I under the impression that it's ramping up once every 6 seconds? Like every move I do, I look over and it looks like it's ramping up.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, I'm done with my turn. I think. Okay, so Simone's texting me. I'm just saying, Simone, they're going to be coming out every time. Like every few seconds, there's more coming out.
I'd be like, well,
You got to stop it.
You gotta stop it.
Summer laugh.
well, I'm gonna need help, fool.
Yeah, you got like a bunch of your guys over there.
Bunch of my guys. What the fuck are you talking about, fool?
We're trying.
Have you finally lost it?
Sigbert.
Sigbert. Huh.
Okay, Alzheimer's can strike at any age. Don't. And I'm done.
I appreciate the flavor. I really appreciate the moment of brevity, Galfast. Simone is up. Arthur's on deck.
Okay. So first thing Simone's gonna do is he's gonna take cover behind the pillar.
Yeah. That's a wise move.
And then I will transfer. How much should I take?
I don't know.
As a free action, I will transfer 17 of my life into my Eidolon.
Okay, yeah. Love it.
To Wilb.
Yeah.
They got that life link.
Yeah.
And you can heal yourself?
I think it's one way. I think it's only from Simone to Will.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't heal off of him. No, I can only send it his way. Yeah.
But you have potions and shit.
I have potions and such, yes. Yes. Okay. And, Dragon's right in front of Will, right?
Yeah, he is. They're duking it out up there.
He's going to now take all of his attacks.
Take him.
And,
4 of them?
we're gonna do two at a time.
Oh, man. Wow.
There it is.
Yeah.
That'll be
We're dead.
the end of Wilb's turn. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I hear that. As that last shot from the dragon knocked Wilb so far off balance that he has to devote his entire 5 or 6 seconds just to regaining his balance, just to staying in the air, threatening this dragon here. Wilb's not used to being this big and fighting something this big. He's gaining his footing.
And from where I'm at, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60. Let me confirm something here because I've only moved as Simone.
Right. So you still got your spelly well.
I still got a spelly welly.
Oh boy.
And
here it comes.
25 plus 5 every 2 feet, and he's too far away.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold my action to see if he gets closer to me, and I'm gonna cast a spell.
That's great. I love it.
Okay.
Arthur's up. Kythar's on deck.
Arthur, seeing Sigbert get mortally wounded, gets in the way between the lightning elemental and Sigbert with his free 5.
Okay, so you're trying to place yourself between them.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll allow that. That's all good.
And with a swift action, he throws a potion to Sigbert for him to catch, which he'll take on his turn.
Right.
Catch! Sigbert barely has the dexterity to be like, oh, almost fumbles the potion.
I'm about to say, I won't be mean and make him roll a reflex save or anything.
No, but
Since you guys are literally standing next to each other, you could have handed it off. It's fine. You're all good.
Yeah, Arthur was gonna get ready to shoot the dragon again, but he sees the immediate threat and wants to make sure that Sigbert's not in the line of fire. So, as he's covering, he's gonna take his 2 shots at the large lightning elemental.
That will provoke an attack of opportunity as a reminder.
For Arthur.
Yeah, for taking a ranged attack while you're adjacent to an enemy.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's the whole objective. He's trying to save Sigbert's life. So
Do
damage all resolves at once. So give it a go. You know, I've been rolling off. I'll roll one here.
Okay, that's a 20. And that's a 23.
The 20 and the 23 both hit. He's a 13 on his to hit. Or excuse me, a 16 on his to hit.
Okay. And yeah, Arthur will load rounds that are incendiary on the next one, but right now he's just got regular shot.
Okay, so you can roll both your regular damages. Does a 16 hit Arthur?
A 16 does not. That barely. Arthur's AC is 17.
Ah, nice. Love it.
So Arthur barely gets out of the way while he shoulders his gun, and then takes a pop shot, 2 pop shots at the lightning elemental. One with the
musket, one with the pistol. Your 2 loaded weapons, and
yeah, so that's 12 damage altogether.
12 damage altogether. Oh no, I guess you can use your move action to reload, so you could do that. Okay, so you are. How much total?
Just 12.
12. Let me do math. That will knock him into bloodied.
Take that, you foul beast!
Huh.
Stop killing my friends.
Bloodied. As you know, both of the shots rip through this huge thing, which is not difficult to hit at this range. It's a large body of electricity that's easy enough to shoot through, and as your shots travel through it, they melt into a spray of molten lead on the other side. But that lead has these arcs that kind of are reminiscent of a solar flare, which come out the back as the velocity of the shots, fly through this dude.
For sure. Then Arthur's going to say, Sigbert, take cover. Get yourself healed. And then Sigbert, all right. End turn.
Then Kythar, you're up, bud. You going to swing this mimic around?
I'm going to try to disarm, or ungrapple? Grapple the mimic to get it off of me.
Okay, yeah, that is
I roll a grapple check to get it.
Yeah, that's a grapple check.
Against the mimic.
Right, which I think is your standard action, but I'll double check. Aaron, you've got a grapple flow chart somewhere, right?
I'm bringing it up right now.
Yeah. I'm doing
Because the
CMB,
Monzo's
right?
still here.
Yeah, it's against his CMB.
I have
No, your CMB against his CMD. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I have a +11 and +6, so I can grapple twice.
Yeah, whatever the one says for grapple, because you can have different ones for different skills.
Okay,
No,
defender's
I know,
turn.
Defender's turn.
Defender's turn. Grapple defender may attempt to break free or become the controlling grappler, so you can choose, as a standard action. Defender makes a CMB or escape artist check versus attacker's CMD.
Oh, so you can roll an escape artist check as well. That's the piece that I've been missing this whole time. That's cool.
I'm assuming it's under a grapple, same stats as under
You
grapple.
grab the mimic and you shove your fist down farther. You're like, you're in this with me now.
I know, grab it by its tongue.
Yeah. And pull it closer, you're slowly shoving it in.
He's about to start beating him into the other dude.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, fuck. I don't want to play this.
Totally your
I'm
call,
just gonna
man.
play
Your
with it.
turn.
I'm gonna escape artist with it.
You have escape artist?
It's a
That's a
skill.
You're just
skill.
trying to break free. You're just trying to break free.
Yeah, try to
So
break free.
Then
Okay.
do CM,
No matter what, you roll a
CMB.
d20 as part of that. Then you either
Yeah.
add your CMB for grapple or your escape artist, whichever is higher.
I don't have escape.
There you go.
I have a -2 to
Probably your
escape artist.
grapple. Yeah.
You can keep me down all you want.
That's nat 20 plus 11.
That's a nat 20
Oh.
doesn't matter because this is considered a combat maneuver. A nat 20 is always a success in a combat maneuver. So 100% you slip free of the. You know what? You slip free of it. This is a boss battle. We're high stakes. Natural 20 on the grapple means that if you don't intend to move, sir, I'll take that as a movement action instead of a standard action and let you still swing your sword or your axe in this turn.
Oh.
I want to throw the mimic at the knight
That works
since
too.
I was able to release.
That works
wanna
too.
throw it at
I'll
the
give
knight.
I'll give it to you whatever
Yeah.
you want as a standard. So
Okay.
you're gonna chuck this thing.
Yes, and
Roll-
he's less than 5 feet away, man. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how you want to do that.
Just roll me a
Strength
d20.
check?
Basically, anything short of a nat 1 should hit this guy. Because you'll get your base
4.
attack bonus.
4. 16.
Yeah, so that's definitely enough to hit a knight who's sitting right next to you. What is your strength score?
Plus 3, so 17 total. Or
Your
17
total strength score is 17.
Yeah.
The base score?
The base score is 17. Base mod is plus 3.
Go ahead and what's the
Also,
damage?
there's also ability score next to it. I don't know when those come into.
No, you're good on that. What's the damage die you roll when you like swing your weapon around?
I could do it on armed attack. Okay,
Yeah, do an unarmed attack. That's perfect. Do that. And add a d6 to whatever it is. Extra mass.
Should have shut the fuck up. Should have shut the fuck up. Make my 58. Oh, fuck up. 7.
And you added that d6?
Yeah, 7.
Okay. Then...
Do I do d6 to both of them because they're both hitting each other?
Yeah, roll me the d6 for the mimic. The damage to the mimic. I like that.
Oh, I actually rolled max this time. Okay, 10. Fuck that mimic.
We got 7. We got that. All right. So the mimic
Mimic
is
is-
now bloodied, and the skeleton warrior is wounded.
Did the mimic grasp onto or just thudded and
Do you like
fell
stick
back?
to him?
That's what I'm trying to. I'm curious here, man.
I'm going to roll a reflex save for the skeleton man. He has those skills somewhere on his character sheet. I know he does. Reflex is yeah, he's stuck. He's grappled.
Yeah. Here, take this.
Good.
I'll beat this man with another. Alright. Okay, so I ungrappled him, so that was a movement. I threw him at him. So I still get my double strike.
No, that was your standard. Was throwing him. That was your deal.
Okay. It's already did my movement. Okay.
The
you
one
can
man
basically
army.
take a free 5 is what you can do at this point. But if you step away from him, he'll get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't have time to disengage. Fuck it, we're gonna roll intimidate.
You're gonna roll to intimidate.
As I chucking this, here, take this, and I'm gonna roll intimidate.
I'm about to say, I'm gonna save you the roll, man. This undead creature of another plane entirely is mindlessly serving another and is not going to be affected by your intimidate, my friend.
Okay, fair enough. All right, my turn.
Great. We are back at the top. It's 9:30, guys. How are we doing?
Oh shit! It's only.
Yeah,
Dang.
I'm fucking flu. What the hell?
Yeah.
yeah, it's gone.
Let shit happen.
Do we want to do another like 15 minutes?
A full round will
I don't know.
take. For the people at the bottom, a full round will take 20 minutes at least.
Yeah, it's gonna take him.
I don't know, man. I'm probably saying no.
Okay.
If everybody except Stover wants to go for a round, Stover can just let us know what Sigbert and Arthur are going to do, and we can roll another turn with them
Yeah.
just like slotted. But if anybody else wants to call it, this is your guys' game. So,
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what they're gonna do. Like Sigbert's gonna take a potion, and he's gonna walk right after Arthur, and then Arthur is gonna give covering fire and keep shooting at the elemental till it's dead. And
is Arthur going to stay there, or is Arthur going to move?
he's gonna move. Yeah, he's gonna move, so that way he can cover Sigbert.
Is he going to covering fire and take an attack of opportunity, or is he going to disengage and slip away without being able to take another attack?
He'll try and slip away if he can, but he'll take a shot first and then disengage.
Okay, yeah, that's the same category of thing. So that's why I'm asking you that question. Is it more important to shoot, or is it more important to disengage?
More important to shoot. So if he just stays where he's at just to kill the thing, I mean, he could do that too.
Okay, well, he can shoot
I-
and move, but he'll get an attack. I'm sorry, go ahead.
My vote is also probably to get up. I have to get some things ready and
Okay.
lunch for
Yeah.
ready for
Well, I'm
tomorrow
already
anyway.
saved.
So
We're all good. You guys
Cool.
know what you're in for now. You have an idea of the gravitas of the situation. Just so that I do not forget, I want to say out loud that there is another figure who is emerging through the portal, who I'm going to put on the map before I end here. But otherwise, I will catch you guys back here next week. Hopefully, we will be at full strength, and we'll continue on.
Arthur is definitely
Sounds
going to
Alrighty.
help.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night,
That was fun.
everybody.
Sounds great. Night, guys.
all right.
Cool.
Nice.
Bye.
Okay, let's take a look here. I have no idea if Jeremy's still here, if anybody's here, what the deal is. Fucking. I'm live. Not enough viewers for a raid. So, then I'm just going to tell Jeremy thanks for stopping by. And I'm just really excited that my players are finally at the big climactic battle. I'm glad that it's dramatic. I'm glad that it looks like it's going to be a stretch for them. And, we'll just see how they go. We'll catch you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Later.